checking out Adventure Dining Guide. It's a web series about eating civilized, miles from civilization. I'm your host, Michelle Shea. Today I'm joined by Marty Ylialto, who's about to embark on an incredible journey, starting in Canada and going all the way down to Mexico on this bike. 45 days outside, battling nature, battling the elements, and loving every second of it.
Well, my approach, I think, is just fun. I mean, 45 days of doing nothing but riding your bike and seeing, some of the most beautiful terrain in North America.
Absolutely.
The Great Divide mountain bike route is 2,753.9 miles of rugged remote terrain. Marty will ride 200,000 feet of elevation gain as he pedals through national parks, mountain passes, Great Plains, small towns, and of course, bears. The remoteness of the Great Divide route means that many common conveniences such as restaurants and hotels won't be available for Marty. He makes stops along the route to purchase food, which in many cases are going to be from gas station convenience stores. On his bike, Marty has to pack everything he needs for a 45-day trip.
Here's the bike, fully loaded, 55 pounds as it sits right now. Basically, the whole sleep system is right in the handlebar harness. And then I've got an event dry bag in which I have my bivy sack, my sleep pad, 30-degree sleeping bag, and even a pillow. I've got my GoPro, I've got my GPS. I will also have just a cycle computer for mileage. I probably won't be turning on the GPS until I'm there scratching my head and night is coming on and I can hear the bears laughing at me. The heaviest thing and the biggest concern for me is water. So I've got a 4-liter dromedary bag through British Columbia, Montana, and at the start in Alberta. It's not much of a concern because there's a lot of water. Going across the Great Basin of Wyoming, there's a concern because there's no water. Sometimes there's stretches of up to 135, 150 miles without reliable water sources. So I just want to have enough water capacity so I don't start dehydrating. That could be bad. I'll be treating water with a SteriPen, which is a UV water treatment pen. Super simple to use. Also going to carry iodine. There's stories of people having to drink from cattle troughs. I'm probably going to double treat that water. Kick the cows out of the way, steal a bit of their water. On the other side of this bag, I have that other dromedary bag. These are all the maps put out by the Adventure Cycling Association. This bag is basically just extra clothing. Temperatures are going to be all over the place. Yeah, I have my down puffy because it doesn't weigh anything and I love my puffy. I'm not going to leave it ever. Long johns for sleeping, all Patagonia, and wool so it doesn't stink when you wear it for days and days and days. This shirt, one other shirt, both of which are made by Club Ride. Rain gear, bandana is such a good thing. A bandana for sweat. It's ear cover for cold or for sun. It's a coffee filter. It's for filtering out silty water at a cattle trough when there's cow snot and hair and things you gotta filter out of your water. So bandana might be the most important thing I take on the whole trip. Bandana and water.
And so this is your setup for the whole entire trip,
Yep.
which doesn't leave much space for packing food. Ideally, you're eating along the way, finding whatever you can, consuming it then, cooking it then, and
Yep.
taking off.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
What is your biggest challenge that you're going to be facing?
Certainly finding food that is going to be nutrient dense, is going to have high caloric value, and it's going to taste good. I have to assume that most of my calories are going to be found in gas stations.
Right now we're in a convenience store. We're going to walk around and Marty's going to show us how he eats when he's out biking through the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so here we are in, I guess, kind of a typical American gas station. Although this one's kind of a good size. So let's see what we got. I might buy all of those bananas on a good day, but that's really good. Clearly, that's a good thing. Right below it, I'm going to need a lot of fat, and I'm going to need sugar. There's nothing but fat and sugar right there. I'm going to try to avoid those as much as I can. Hang under my arms for those. No, I won't. You clearly don't really want to carry this stuff, but I would think if I'm starving and we just arrived at this gas station, I could probably crack a couple of those and just down that cold. No problem. Vegetable, beef. It's going to be loaded with sodium, but it's got some protein from the beef. Tuna and crackers. Clearly that's a home run. That's going to be pretty common. I'm going to be eating a lot of peanut butter. That to me is exactly where I want to go. Good fat, good sugar, pound for pound, that's exactly the fuel that I'll need. He's classy. When I see that, I want to put his nuts in my mouth. If it comes down to it, you just need calories. These are also good calories. Water is going to be a huge factor. Might as well get the water that's got sugar, other electrolytes. If I find coconut water at every gas station and peanut butter at every gas station, I'm going to be fine. We're avoiding all this. That's obviously good sodium and good quick carbs. None of it. Nothing. V8, that's an awesome option. Look, someone's gone through the trouble of making sandwiches for me. I would eat any of those. 7 grams of protein and 3 ounces. And look at all the fat. Clearly, if there's any kind of protein drink like that, 40 grams of protein, that's a no-brainer. I'm getting 36 grams of protein in this bag. And it weighs 3.25 ounces. That would go right in there. So this is pretty encouraging, actually. Iguala, oh, they're a good company. Not as good as Cliff. Hey, Cliff. I love you. Power Bar, Tiger's Milk. Like, that's good. More jerky. I don't know. Would you? I don't know. That one looks horrible.
So our episode today is over. Thanks for checking it out. Thank you, Marty, for coming out.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear about your trip and see all the fun things you do out there. Good luck with all the gas stations. And
thank you. I'm going to be skinny.
Yeah.
I
But
think I'll be skinny when I get back.
hopefully you can get some gourmet stuff every once in a while.
There are some little oases.
Yeah.
Oases,
Sure.
good spots along the way where I'm sure I can eat well.
And those ones you will really appreciate.
I would think so.
For more information, check out adventuredininggide.com. Check us out on our social media on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much.
Bye. Eat well. I'm hoping that through Wyoming, I'll be able to supplement my diet with a lot of shellfish. These have been